Good morning, New Canaan High School. I'm Austin Platt, coming to you live from the NCTV studio. Today is Friday, September 25th, and a day G. We're glad you all survived your first full week of school, and good news, we have another 3-day weekend to look forward to. But first, we've got lots to cover today, including current COVID cases, senior appointments, as well as freshman elections. Before we get to all that, will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The biggest story right now is the COVID cases hitting us right here in NC. This past week, 4 students have tested positive, leaving an additional 51 students and 1 staff member isolating due to close contact. Because of this, NCHS will continue with the hybrid learning for now, as grades K through 4 began full-time this week, and grades 5 through 6 will be returning on October the 5th. The return date is still up in the air for grades 7 through 12, but Superintendent Dr. Lutzy is trying his best to get us all back in person as long as it is safe. Guys, we control our own destiny, and we all want to be sitting together in class, not at home. We all need to be smart about this and do our parts, so please continue to stay distant, wear your masks, and wash those hands. For all of you seniors out there, if you haven't already, you need to schedule a senior appointment. It is recommended that this appointment occurs 3 weeks before your first application deadline. NCTV's Harry Lee interviewed Ms. Rivera to find out how important they are to us seniors.
If they have a November 1st early deadline, we really like to see them by the first week of October. In summer, we sent home a senior profile form for them to fill out, but it's also online, and there's a parent questionnaire that we asked their parents to fill out. So we'd like to have those prior to the meeting so we can review that.
Thank you for that. So I guess my appointment on October 1st will be just in time. Now to theater news. This week, the theater department held auditions for both the underclassmen fall musical, The Hello Girls, and the upperclassmen fall play, Icarus's Mother. With auditions being split by cohort, the last callbacks are wrapping up this afternoon. Unfortunately, live theater has been postponed for the foreseeable future, but the shows will go on virtually, with Icarus's Mother taking place the weekend of November 20th and The Hello Girls being streamed the weekend of December the 4th. Freshmen, it's time to vote for your class officers. This past week, freshmen interested in joining the Student Coalition submitted candidacy forms for either class, social, or political board president, as well as delegacy. Freshmen will be emailed in the next few days with a voting ballot, which will include all of the candidates. So all you have to do is vote. Winners will be announced next week on this broadcast, and then are lucky enough to join NCTV's own Alex Kurz and Ian Nicholas every Wednesday at 2:05. Good luck to you all. Moving on to some serious news. September is National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. Approximately 18,000 people die from ovarian cancer each year, some as young as 18 months old. To help bring awareness, NCL joined Turn the Towns Teal, a nonprofit organization present in all 50 states dedicated to spreading awareness for ovarian cancer. In fact, if you go into town here in NC, you should see some decorated teal ribbons decorated along both Main and Elm Street. It's great to hear that NC is promoting such a great cause. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait for fall sports to finally start. And with them right around the corner, it's time to check in with our local news expert who says he's also a specialist in soccer. Ian?
Austin, I'll admit that my knowledge of football is limited, but New Canaan Rams football, now that's my expertise. But we aren't talking about football today. That is a story for another time. Instead, let's jump right into our fall previews for some other teams. I'm Ian Nicholas, and this is your Rams Sports Report. Coached by Bill Martin, boys cross country is in good shape, figuratively and literally, for a bounce-back season. They'll be led by senior captains Tommy Towers, Alex Malagoli, AJ Carriby-Jones, and Colin Ratner, who look to make up for the loss of famed NCTVer Ryan Lytle, who's now running at Babson College. This year's squad is chock full of seniors like Luca Palamenti, Jacob Scola, Sam Barlow, and Dylan Imbruce. Keep a lookout for some rising stars, junior Kevin Lee and Isaac Pygat, as well as sophomores Declan Ratner and Ollie Gray. With over 300 miles of summer running, it sounds like the Rams are ready to finish better than 8th in FCACT and 11th in states. Their first meet is a big one, on the road against arch rival Darien next Thursday at 4 p.m. Meanwhile, Girls XC looks to repeat as 2019 Class L state champs. This was their first state title win in 18 years. But don't forget, they also finished third in FCX and fourth in state opens. With 11 years under his belt, Coach Art Brown alongside Coach Jeff Brenston are perfectly capable of repeating that success with an explosive group of runners. Yes, they lost senior stars Jane Charlton, Quincy Connell, Georgia Stewart, and Sophie Curcio to graduation, but don't fear. They have 4 experienced new captains, last year's star Molly Murphy, Hannah Tiller, Elena Unger, and Brianne Shipman. Juniors Lauren Doherty, Ella Gibb, Riley Shipman, and sophomore Skylar Bennett, who were all key contributors in the state championship last year, also return. The girls join the boys at the Darien meet next Thursday at 4. Good luck to you all. To the turf we go. Field hockey looks to repeat their impressive 16-4 record last year, including a trip to the FCX semis and state quarterfinals. Leading the charge is now second-year coach Mary Claire Schnedeker, and starring on the field will be senior captains Caroline Brooks, Sophie Havens, Vivi Rees, and Kenyan commit Megan Lyden. Despite losing all-state captains Estelle Asker and Emily Knight, there are plenty of returning players to fill in their shoes, including sophomore Polly Parsons-Hills, junior Molly Mitchell, and senior Bates commit Annalyn Dice, all of whom received FCAC honors a year ago. Guess who the girls start their season against next week on the road at 4 p.m.? You guessed it, ding, 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 the Darien Blue Wave. I'm starting to see a trend here. Our last preview this week takes us to the pool. Girls swim and dive coach Kat Munson had a strong second season at the helm last year. Her squad went 5-3 in meets, placed 4th in FCX, 3rd in states, and 9th in state opens. 2 D1 swimmers graduated, Alexandra Mayhos and Sophia Yee. The new senior captains who look to fill in those caps are Brooke Fallaker, Maddie Haley, Becky Panella, and Kendall Soma. Speaking of Haley, over the summer she committed to swim at Georgetown. Both her and fellow senior Charlotte Frank won state titles last year in the 100 back and diving championship respectively. Also look out for upperclassmen Paige Volpe, Skylar Mascarinas, Kaylana Couture, and Kelsey Haley to be big point contributors this season. The FCAC girls swim and dive schedule has yet to be released, but their season should begin next week. Finally, as play starts next week, Austin, I can't wait to be on the call for the boys soccer team's home opener. They play Darien a week from today at 4:30 p.m. in a game you don't want to miss. It will be on our YouTube channel, NCTV 78, so tune in and make sure you subscribe. Austin, can't wait to finally call some games.
Ian, you're not the only one that can't wait for that. But before we talk about next weekend, we should probably find out the weather for this weekend. Let's head on over to the returning McKenna Usher for more. McKenna?
Thanks, Austin. It feels great to be back in front of the green screen again. The weather has taken a big dip in temperature recently, but this weekend's temps look like they're picking up again. What's up, New Canaan High School? I'm McKenna Usher, here to give you this weekend's weather. With fall finally upon us, we should start to see some colder temps, but for now, they're looking pretty warm. We woke up this morning with a few clouds and temps in the mid-50s. The lows will be in the high 50s, and luckily we'll be able to see some high 70s as the day goes on. Sounds like a great day to get outside and soak up the sun before fall weather returns. Saturday will be another beautiful day, just a bit cooler. We'll again start off the day in the 50s before the temps warm up into a high in the mid-70s. The trend of partly cloudy skies continues, but that doesn't mean you can't head outside for a bit. On Sunday, we'll wake up to very cloudy skies, but they should clear up by the afternoon. The temps are pretty consistent, again with a low in the mid-60s and a high in the high 70s. Just another great day to be outside and enjoy the warm weather. Looking into next week, we'll see some temps in the low 70s, but as the week goes on, it will slowly get colder, even reaching down into the high 50s. Unfortunately, we'll be seeing some showers Tuesday and Wednesday, but the rest of the week is looking nice and sunny. Austin, this weekend is looking to be fabulous, so everyone should take advantage of it, as it won't be long before fall weather returns.
I'll be sure to savor this last warm weekend, McKenna. Now, before we go, we would like to wish a very happy birthday to Charles Basilius, Bates Grigsby, and Sam Ives. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel down below, NCTV 78, plus follow us on Instagram and Twitter, also at NCTV 78. A friendly reminder that we will not have school on Monday due to Yom Kippur, so enjoy that long weekend, and I will see all of you next week.
I'm going to vote for who should be my state representative because I want to make Connecticut the best it can be. To me, this means ensuring that our libraries receive funding, our parks stay clean, and our schools and streets are safe.
I'm really worried about our economy and getting a job when I get out of school. I want to help small businesses grow and attract new businesses. So I'll vote for who I think can make that happen on our city council.
I want my opinion to be heard on national issues like climate change, affordable health care, and foreign policy. So I'll be voting for who best represents my issues and topics.
I worry about the achievement gap, so I want to make sure that my schools are funded, my teachers are paid what they deserve, and that students have the resources that they need to succeed. So I want to vote for the person that I believe can get this done, the Board of Education.
Oh